So here's the thing. I think you and I can both agree that you clicked this video because you're struggling somewhere with your music. And I remember exactly what it was like to be in your position where you just cannot manage to make your music sound how you want it to sound. You're struggling to think of lyrics, think of flows, and be creative, and you're just getting frustrated with where you're at. Don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to give you some advice that no one else gave me when I was coming up. Of my 6 years of making music that I have experience of, 6 years, no one told me the shit that I'm going to talk about in this video. I can almost guarantee you that there will be at least one thing in this video that you have never heard of or thought about or heard about. I might have autism. Anyway, one thing in this video will change your life. So with that being said, watch the end of this video because I said I'm going to change your life. So let me change your life with what I'm going to share in this video. Wow, I might be the stupidest person on the earth. I'm sorry that I'm that stupid. Anyway, let's get into this video. Before I actually get into this quick self-plug, it doesn't take you any effort. I'm not asking for your money or anything. Follow me on Instagram right here. I just like having more followers. It keeps me motivated to make these videos. And if you want, you can DM me, send me your music. I'll give it a listen. I'll give you some feedback. Ask for a preset. I'll literally do whatever. Just send me a DM and I got you. Tip 1. Boredom is the key to creativity and growth with your music. Now, I want you to imagine that anytime you open FL Studio and you go to make a song, you put down a beat and you go to write some lyrics, you just get kind of bored. So instinctually, when you get bored, your brain seeks out something to escape that boredom. So the way that you escape that boredom, well, you might play video games, or you might go on YouTube and you might scroll, or you might scroll on Instagram Reels or TikTok, or text someone or check your notifications. You get the idea. That is not helping you grow as a music artist. Because the thing is that the way that creativity works is it literally just comes from you being bored. Like, just kind of let the boredom that you have, use it to your advantage. Just kind of let the boredom that you have be there. Don't seek external stimulation to try and escape the boredom. Allow it to be there and sit in it. Because a lot of the time, if you do, that's where you'll get your best ideas. Tip 2 is expect pain. Now, this is something that I really don't hear people talk about, but pain is how you grow. And the thing is that this kind of ties into tip 1, but like when you are bored, you're going to feel pain. You're going to feel a desire to escape that pain. Like, boredom is painful, but boredom is how you get better at music. It's how you become creative. It's how you grow. So when you feel pain, you should reframe your mind from pain being a bad thing to pain being a good thing, and you should jump into the pain that you feel. When you go, like I said, into FL Studio, you put up a notepad and you just can't think of any lyrics, or you're trying to hum to something and it's just getting frustrated, you write it down or you record it and it just sounds like shit. Ease into that pain and just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, and don't give up. Because as soon as you give up, then you are essentially just staying where you are as the current person that you are, and that's not how you grow. In order to grow, you have to go through pain, because that is how you change as a person. The current version of yourself wants to stay the version that it is right now, because change is very uncomfortable as humans. But the problem with that is that the current version of you isn't where you want it to be with your music, so that means that you have to experience pain in order to change. So when you experience pain and boredom, lean into it. Don't escape it. Don't try to drown it out. Just sit with it. And I promise you, after a long excruciating amount of time through that boredom and that pain, you will grow from it and you will see a major difference with your music. Tip 3 is do not be afraid to invest in yourself. Now, I know that there's a notion online that's saying online courses and coaching and all this shit is a scam because people just want to take your money. A lot of the people that I hear, they say, well, I could just learn it on my own. Why don't I learn it on my own? Here's why you invest in yourself. And I'm not just saying like equipment wise, of course, invest in equipment, but I'm saying like vocal presets. And normally I don't advocate for vocal presets, but like they're cheap. So like whatever, if you want to do it, but vocal presets, courses, coaching, these types of things, the major thing that you get from them is not that you can't learn it on your own. Of course, you could go on YouTube and you could learn everything you need on your own. But here's the thing. If you do it on your own, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you're supposed to learn. You have no idea if the information you're getting is good, and you're going to waste a lot of time. So I want you to imagine if you decided to take the next 2 or 3 years by yourself and not spend $100, $200, $500 on investing in your education, you'll have to waste that 2 years that you could have spent actually getting good information just by paying the price and investing in yourself. And you're gonna have to spend that 2 years doing it all by yourself and wasting so much fucking time in those 2 years. And the problem is that you never get time back. Time is, once you spend it, it's gone. Money, you can get it back. So what I would recommend you do is find a trustworthy place to get all of your information from, someone that can hopefully teach you everything that you need to know and then guide you on your path so that you can save your time and you can hopefully learn the things that would take you 2 years normally in a month or two. And I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I'm going to self-promote here. If you're interested in how I can help you get better at your music by working one-on-one with you, I'll make you a vocal preset. I'll show you all the things that you need in order to tweak that vocal preset so that you can learn how to mix on your own and you can train your ear, get the experience way quicker, and you want no risk, because if I don't do it, I'll give you your money back. Check the first link in the description. Watch the video on that page if you're interested in how I can do that for you. I've been doing this for 6 years, so I will help you. So first link in the description to check that out. Tip 4 is do not be afraid to steal. Now, this is not legal advice, but steal shit, bro. And I don't mean from a store. I don't mean do fraud. I mean, when you hear something that you like and you hear an artist's flow and you hear some lyrics that you like, just steal it. Now, I'm not saying take it and post it everywhere and claim that it's yours, but I'm saying in your own personal time, if you hear something like a flow that you like or some lyrics that you like, just take them and copy them for yourself, but then kind of modify them so that you can develop your own style from that. Because what a lot of people deal with is just complete blankness in their brain. Like like I've made this example multiple times, but you go into FL and you just have no idea what to do. You just have nothing. So what do you do from there? Well, the first place that I would start is stealing. Because if someone's already done it and you like it, you can go ahead and steal it, but then you can use that to develop your own style. You can tweak it a little bit. You can see how you could change it a little bit. You could steal their beats and you could change the flows, or you could change the melodies that they have. You just steal, because from there, you don't have to post it and make it public, but you can learn a lot from just stealing what other people do and then doing it for yourself and then learning from there. Now, there's actually a full-on book about this. It's called Steal Like an Artist, and I do not know the author of the book, but he goes into how like actual museum people, artists that are actually big do the same thing. They use inspiration or they steal shit. Just do it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Just make sure you don't post it for yourself, because then that's probably not a good idea. Don't do that. Tip 5 is live a good life and have good habits and prioritize your own well-being over all of this shit, and your music will reflect that. I want you to imagine that you're waking up at 3 p.m. every day. You have a shit diet. You have nothing going for you in life, and you're just completely depressed, and you want to fucking smoke yourself in the head. Your music is probably going to reflect that. Now, you could end up being like the new Lil Peep that just is depressed, and you want to, like I said, smoke yourself in the head, and you're a drug addict, and it can work. But more than likely, that's probably not the path you want to take. There's no reason you should want to take that path. So what I recommend you do is you prioritize your own well-being and your own self, and make sure that you're good first, and then you'll have a better mindset to go into all this shit with, and you'll feel a lot better about everything, and you'll probably make better music. Now, this is not to say that you shouldn't use negative emotions to make music, because I know for a fact that if you do use negative emotions to make music, that can really help. But make sure that you just have a balance. Like, some advice that I give my clients that work with me is that, like, if you struggle with lyrics, feel a sad emotion, think of a sad event that happened in your life, and just kind of dig into that emotion and ask yourself why you feel that way. Ask yourself where it's coming from, how does it make you feel, and generate lyrics and inspiration from that emotion. That's a good thing to do. But if you're constantly depressed and you're constantly just feeling like shit and you're eating shit and you have nothing going for you in your life, your music probably will reflect that. And I know there are some cases where that's different, but there's no real reason you should want that for yourself. So I recommend prioritizing yourself and making sure that you're good, and then try to do the music so that you're not neglecting your own self, because typically people will be able to tell. So that's all I have to say. So goodbye.